So we've been talking for a couple of days about area of different shapes, and we've been doing rectangles and triangles. Who remembers the formula for the area of a rectangle? What is it, Matthew? Base times height. How about a triangle, Elle?
1/2 times base times height.
1/2 times base times height. How about a parallelogram? What's a parallelogram?
Base times height.
Base times height. What is a rhombus?
1/2 times height.
You thought I was going to say trapezoid, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's okay. Cameron, rhombus.
Area equals base times height.
Yes. How about a trapezoid, Dasani?
Area equals 1/2 times height times base times base 2.
Plus base 2, but yes, you got it. Very good. All right, so those are the formulas we've been working with, and the only one that's really hard to remember is the trapezoid one, and we'll work on that. Okay, but today what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be using irregular shapes. And that's what we're going to kind of talk about today. So this is nothing for you to write right here, but we're just going to talk about it for a second. What I want to talk about is something called equivalent sides. Equivalent sides. So for sides to be, what does equivalent mean anyways? What does that mean? What does that mean, Becca? Equal. So they are equal sides. So if we're looking at that first rectangle, we have a side right here. Which other side is going to be the same length as that side? Which other one, Elle? The bottom. So they don't have to tell us that this one is 10 and this one is also 10, right? Because we already know that. So which one is equivalent to this one over here? The one on the other side. So if this one is 5, this one is 5. Okay, this is going to be really important as we get into some harder ones. Let's look at the next one. We have this other rectangle. This one is 3. So this one is also going to be 3, right?
Uh-huh.
And then for our top and our bottom, the bottom is 4. So the top is going to be 4. Okay? Now, this irregular shape is a little bit different. So we're going to be working with these today. And here's what we're going to do with them. We're going to divide them into either triangles, rectangles, or squares. Those are the 3 we're looking for because those are the 3 formulas we have, right? We know how to find the area of each one of those 3 shapes. So if we divide it into those shapes, it's easy for us to find the area. So in this case, and it honestly doesn't matter which way we divide it, but we're going to divide it for today like this. So if I divide it like that, I have 2 rectangles. Do you see it? Okay. So I have a rectangle here. And we're going to color code them when we do this. That's why you have 2 colors. You're not doing this yet because you don't have this yet. And then for each one, we've got to find the base and the height. So for this one, what's the base of it? 15. And what's the height? 6. Okay? So let's go to the other one. And when you do these, you're going to be coloring them. So this is also a rectangle. And what is its base and height? 7 and 2. Okay, don't be bothered that the base is on the top, right? Because you know the bottom is going to be the same. Okay, so they may have it at the top, they may have it at the bottom. But you know it's the same. Okay, everybody with me so far? Okay. This is from our worksheet, and we're going to do this one together. The blank space on the left is for us to do any work that we need to do. So we're going to do this together. Now, I know that I've told you I want you to write A equals base times height, and when you're working one out individually, I need you to do that. But on these, there's not enough space, so we're going to remember those. So let's look at this shape. I'm going to divide it. I encourage you to try to divide it up and down as opposed to side, because most of the times that's easier. Not always, and it doesn't really matter. We'll still get the same answer if we do it correctly. But for our purposes, we're going to divide it up and down. So I'm going to put, or vertically. So I'm going to put a line right here to divide it into 2 rectangles. Okay? So divide yours into 2 rectangles like mine. Do that with your pencil. And then we're going to take our crayons and we're going to color code them. So we have one over here. Color that one of your 2 colors. And then we have one over here. Color that the other color. Okay, so let's start with the purple rectangle. The formula is, go ahead and write it with me. I said you don't need to, but there is actually room, so let's do it because it'll be a good habit. Helps you get used to it. Area equals base times height. What is the base and the height of the first purple rectangle? Everybody sees that it's 3 and 8? Okay, because this can be a base and this can be a height. And remember, it also really doesn't matter if we call the 8 the base and the 3 the height, because they're the same. So we're just going to multiply 3 times 8. Area equals, what's 3 times 8?
24.
24, and that is, we don't need to label it yet. Okay, now let's look at our other rectangle. So area equals base times height. What are the base and the height of the red one? 5 and 3. You must show me this work. 5 times 3. So 5 times 3 is 15. So now I'm going to go back over here. And this is going to be a little tricky with your color coding, but I know you'll get it worked out. So we said the area of the purple one was what? 24. So I'm going to put a 24 inside of that one. And we said the area of the red one was 15. Okay, so to find the area of the whole thing, we're going to have to do what to those two?
24 plus 15.
Do you see that we have to add it? Now, some people will try to multiply here, but just think about that. We're just finding the area of this one and the area of this one to find out the area of the whole. We're just going to add it. There's no multiplying. There'll be no reason to multiply. So we're just going to add those two numbers together. So let's go over into our little workbox, and we have, some of you are ahead of me, 24. Area equals 24 plus 15. What is 24 plus 15?
39.
It is 39. And we'll label it. It's in feet. And it's still squared. 39 feet squared. Do you see how to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, and I think the color coding is going to help you a lot. And if you can't write over it with, like we did inside of the shape, you can write it out to the side and just point to it. But I think by writing it there on or near the shape, that'll be easier for you to see. All right, look at this one, and you're going to see quite a few of these with triangles, and honestly, this is probably one of the ones that gets missed the most frequently. And I want you to change something really quick. Yours says that this distance from here to here is 8 feet. Cross that off and just put a 4 feet right here. I didn't want to give that to you yet. That gets a little more complicated. So put 4, because 4 is going to be the distance. Give me 1 second. Is going to be the distance from here to here. That distance right there. Okay? All right, now, once you've done that, let's divide it into two shapes. We can't find the area of this whole shape. It is not a square, rectangle, or a trapezoid. So we're going to find it by dividing it into a rectangle and a triangle. Hold on 1 second. Let me erase this really quick. Get it out of your way. Okay, so let's color code it. Let's make the rectangle one color. So I'm going to make my rectangle red. You do whatever color you want. And then we're going to make our triangle a different color. I'll make mine blue. All right, so let's start with the rectangle. The rectangle, the formula is area equals base times height. So the base and the height of that are what and what?
5 and 4.
5 and 4. Does everybody see that? You see where we got it?
Yes.
4 right here, 5 right here. Do not be confused because there is an extra 4 right there. Some of y'all got confused on the last worksheet because they threw in extra numbers that you didn't need. But we don't need that 4 because it's just the same distance as this. We only need one base and one height. Okay? So 5 and 4. 5 times 4, what is that? 20. So that's the area of this rectangle. If you can write it in it or near it, that's really helpful. I know the color coding kind of makes that a little harder. Okay, now let's talk about the triangle. What's the formula for the area of a triangle?
1/2 times base times height.
Good, you removed the 1/2. That's very important. 1/2 times base times height. So area equals 1/2 times our height. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So I want you to think about this before you do anything else. Do you need those 2 3s?
No.
Well, you didn't even have to think about it. You already knew?
Yeah.
How did you know?
Because you can't, It has to be a straight line.
It's slanted. It's slanted, right? We never use slanted lines. We have to use straight lines. Very good that you knew. Those 2 3s are not important. Those are extra. See if they could throw you off. And you were not fooled. Good job. So now what we need is the base and the height of this triangle. So we need this length and we need that length. Now this one told us it was 4. So we know the height of it is 4. How about the base? This is where you got to think for a second. 5? How many people think the base is 5? Good. How many people have no idea? All right, that's a few of you. That's good. Thank you for being honest. So look, remember that first thing I showed you where I was talking about the ones that were the same? So let's see. I'm going to try to use yellow, see if that helps. So if we were just looking at this rectangle, we'd say this one and that one are the same or equivalent. Remember how we talked about that?
Yes.
So that's how we know that since this one is 5, this also has to be 5. It's the same thing. Okay? Better? All right, so now that base is 5 and the height is? The height is 4, right? Yeah, the height is 4. So 1/2 times 5 times 4. I do it. 1/2 times 4 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10.
I get it.
Okay, good. I'm glad you do. All right, let's add them together. We have 20 plus 10. So the area of the whole piece is 30 feet squared. 30 feet squared. And it would be helpful to write your 10 right there. If you can't, it's okay.